Oh, you look good. You sound good.
So I am. I can't. I am in a short sleeve pink shirt. I have sunglasses on. It is 40 degrees here in Michigan, but I am
You know
manifesting
what?
spring. It's fucking time. I'm ready.
It was it was 65 here today, and I sat outside. I was outside all day. I took Noah to the park twice. I sat outside with him.
No, not here.
It was I got my first slight sunburn of the year.
You
It
guys
is
know. You guys know
beautiful.
as fellow former Midwesterners, like we're all here trying right now. There's dudes
Yeah.
out walking in shorts, just like I know you're not having a good time, but he's fighting the good fight. So, like, it's sunny, which that's better than January and February, but it's still just like that wind hits you. So, I am manifesting it here. I might even undo a button because I've lost a little weight. So,
Maybe two. Maybe.
here we go. Slow it down.
Maybe
Slow
two
it down.
buttons.
So,
Oh. Well, you get
Maybe next
cocky in
week.
the Midwest. You get a couple of nice days like spring is here, and then you all get excited and you get out your golf clubs and your tennis rackets, and then fucking Mother Nature reminds you and puts you back in your
it was
place.
like 70 on not St. Patrick's Day, but when Detroit does their St. Patrick's Day parade, which is really St. Patrick's Day here in Detroit, it was like 70 and sunny. Crisp. We're all outside. And then opening day is 70 and there's fights in the street back like the good old days of Detroit. Like it was there was we're trying. Next week is supposed to be hot. So that was me manifesting, but I'm not going to wear the sunglasses the whole episode. I'm sorry.
Thoughts and prayers for you.
Speaking of the good old days, I was thinking about old jingles and commercials that were very prominent during our childhoods. And so I wanted to ask you guys if there are any that really stick out for you that are still in your mind today. One that continuously brings me joy is the game Crossfire. Did you ever play that game?
I
I always wanted it because the commercial made me want it.
remember-
but I never
Because
got
the commercial's so good and it goes Crossfire. You get caught up in the crossfire. Crossfire. And then it goes really high. Crossfire. So good.
You'll get caught up in it.
don't remember the jingle, but I agree with Justin. I remember I'm like, that looks fun.
They did such a good job in the 80s and early 90s of making the toy commercials. Like you needed to have this. That party was 100% you needed to be invited to it. And then you had to have a rich friend whose parents actually bought them shit like that. And then
Yeah,
he got
yeah.
there and he found out it wasn't quite as exciting as the TV commercial may have led you to
No.
be.
Yeah, it never was.
Crossfire was fucking lame, by the way.
Oh, you have played it. I've never actually played it.
Oh yeah, I had a friend whose parents got they got him everything. He had like every
Oh.
GI Joe known to man. I go to his house like, can we play with the aircraft carrier? He'd say, why don't you go like hit tennis balls off the garage door instead? What?
Yeah, I had a friend from church growing up, and she had the Princess Jasmine costume, the sexy one with just the top and the bottom, like you showed midriff at the age of 10. And I wanted nothing more than that. My parents wouldn't buy it for me. And I was like, all I want to do is play dress up and wear that fucking thing. And she was like, nah.
So
Don't wanna.
So speaking of the Epstein files,
Yeah, right. Why can't I be a slutty girl like my friend Tom?
while we're on the topic,
Start
what
him young,
other-
okay?
So what are the commercials? Like, Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLOGNA, and that's how I learned how to spell baloney. And then there was the
So
AARDVARK, which is how I learned how to spell aardvark.
so your entire education is commercial jingles.
Yeah.
Mine is the Empire commercial. They're a Detroit. I don't know if they've gone regional at all, but 800-588-2300 Empire today. That one has always been burned into my brain.
Yeah, good one.
I remember that. Absolutely. When I was growing up as a kid, back before they started stopping ad agencies and alcohol and tobacco companies from doing the obvious, and that's trying to get kids to get excited about beer and cigarettes. I just remember dun, 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 dun. From the land of sky blue waters comes a beer, Ham's beer. And I fucking knew when I was old enough I was going to drink Ham's beer with the cartoon animals running around in the woods. It looked like so much fun.
From the land of sky blue waters, from the land of pines, lofty balsams, comes the beer refreshing, Ham's the beer refreshing.
Ham.
We'd even go, my dad would take me to the liquor store. Dad, get the Ham's beer. That's the good stuff. And, oh, you stupid fucking kids. He'd get his high life. But I knew one day that I would get Ham's beer. Never forgot.
Beer commercials are still allowed to get away. It's the cigarette commercials that have been stolen from us. One of those good debates that, there's always those like, okay, who would win in a fight? I always loved debating who would win in a fight, like the Marlboro Man or Joe Camel.
Yes, who would win? I feel like Joe Camel because he's got 4 feet.
He's a camel. He doesn't even have opposable thumbs. Marlboro Man.
But he could kick him. He could kick him real fucking far.
Dead. He'll lasso him from his horse, drag him around, and shoot him dead.
See? It's a good debate. There's a lot of things here.
Did you know, fun fact, that the Marlboro Man, like his real name was something like Joe Cool. I mean, he had a badass name, and it's actually like Sam Darnold's grandfather.
Didn't we talk about this? Wasn't it like Dick Pound or something wild?
Yeah, that's what, yeah, right? Yeah. Dick Powers or something fantastic like that. And Sam Darnold comes from Marlboro Man country. He's the flavor, bitches. By the way, I just saw Sam Darnold got married on the socials. Oh my, I tell you what, you win a Super Bowl and wow. I think your class, I don't know how long they were dating before that, but holy shit.
See, listen, bud, you don't have to win a Super Bowl. You make it to the NFL, you're doing okay.
NFL quarterback, you're doing okay?
Yeah,
but he's a bearded ginger. Like how
Yeah, but
much...
I don't know. Check out Justin Herbert's girlfriend, Madison Beer.
Oh, God, he did well. Yeah.
Is this what you guys do? Is there like
What are you talking
a
about?
magazine that goes out and you guys, it's like, you guys are still buying the magazines and it's like the wives of
Girlfriends Monthly? Shit,
Yeah.
Tom, get that into publication. I think we could sell subscriptions to that.
I think so too.
Why am I not a part of this? I want to make money off of it at least.
Okay, because you're talking about us like we're fucking lowlifes. Meanwhile,
Oh no, I'm as much of a lowlife as you guys are. I'm in on it.
Okay.
oh yeah. Oh, Noah's friend at school. I got her to dress up like Slave Leia for Halloween. It's so fun. I got lots of pictures of
Yeah,
her.
let's just get you the Princess Jasmine Child's costume and call it a day, Kay.
I've always wanted the princess.
Grown-ass women, Kay, of legal consentable age who just happen to be dating or married to NFL quarterbacks.
And you don't even have to be an NFL quarterback. Dating an F1 race car driver is dating one of the richest women in the world. And we'll get into that little discussion. Welcome to Sweatsocks and All That Sauce with Justin, Kay, and Tom, where no sport is off limits and the debates are debatable. I think we're just kind of discussing a few random things this week because lots of things have happened. The championship happened, and Tom's, I can only assume, very excited and very happy about the turnout of that.
Okay, can you tell me what championship it was? Can you remind me what we're talking about? What tournament?
NCAA
Oh
championship.
man, delicious, wasn't it?
So
Was it? I
you're
don't know.
on board with the Wolverines winning the basketball. For some reason, I thought you were both Michigan Staters.
No, he's a Michigan. I prefer Michigan State.
All right.
Because all of my friends went to Michigan State, and I dated a guy that went to University of Michigan, and he turned out to be a complete and utter douche schnoz. And so decided to boycott University of Michigan at all costs and support my crew, who are all Michigan State fans.
So I had literally,
all her
I had the
decisions
same
are-
experience in reverse. Like I had friends at Michigan and some bad experiences at State with women. So it checks out.
So I think all what we've learned is everybody should just go Central Michigan all in at all times.
Like Chippewas.
Well, I mean, I'm very self-admitted a Walmart Wolverine, but I don't know, like Central was fun. I'm very proud of it. And when Central plays Michigan, cheer for Central. Please do your best.
Never.
But like we don't have that big school excitement, you know? We don't ever have a chance of making the college football playoff or making the tourney. Like, so I'm going to latch onto something. I like sports too much to just sit at home and go, Central.
Yeah. I do think it's lovely that Justin does continuously sport a Minnesota Gophers hat whenever he can.
I want to point out for the record, this is University of Minnesota, Crookston. So I don't even know what their mascot is. This is Free Hat is what this is.
Where the fuck is Crookston?
Oh, it's way up northwest. It's God's country up there. A lot of cows, a lot of agriculture. Yeah, it's a long story. Anyway, Free Hat.
Free hat.
But it's an M. And shout out to Michigan because doing the Big Ten right. The Big Ten hadn't won a basketball championship in a long fucking time. So I'm rooting for anybody from Big Ten to do that.
Since 2000.
And I mean, NCAA or some bullshit. Like real Big Ten.
Real Big Ten. Old school cold weather Big Ten. Yeah. It was nice. But to be fair, even though it is UCLA, the UCLA women won their bracket. So it is a Big Ten sweep, and Indiana won the college football playoff. So it's going to be a Big Ten team to win the Frozen Four if they haven't done so already. So Big Ten cleaning house. Forget the SEC. Nobody cares about the ACC.
Cunts. That's what the SEC stands for now. I just made that up right now.
Suck egg what?
Suck eggs, cunts, a.k.a. the SEC.
Can we say that word?
You can say that. I didn't know we could say it. I want to say it.
In England, don't you say that every other word? Like endearment. I thought it was just.
It is, to be fair, but I'm also hyper aware that we are mainly a U.S. audience. But fair enough.
Bollocks.
Bollocks to them. Can you give us a brief kind of rundown of what happened with the NCAA tournament, Tom, and how that all went down and how you're feeling about how everything happened? Because I can tell you I watched none of the games. Justin, did you watch any of the games?
I didn't even watch the championship game, but I did pick Michigan to win it all, and that somehow was the only one I got right. Like the entirety of the fucking bracket challenge.
So
well done.
It was a very sleepy tournament. So a couple weeks ago, I tried to sell you guys on the electricity of it and then had to eat crow because this was a very boring tournament. There were no Cinderellas. And the only huge, like miraculous upsets, comeback victories came from UConn, who made the final, who lost to Michigan, thank goodness. They're the defending two-time champion. So when the defending two-time champion is making buzzer beaters, it's really hard to be like, let's go. It's like if the Patriots come back from 1,000,000, everybody's like, oh, that's a bummer. Like, should have let the Browns win. So it was a boring tournament, but watching Michigan just beat the snot out of everybody. And they were, I know you guys said you didn't watch it, but they weren't just like winning by 10, they're winning by 40. And they were throwing full court press alley-oops, like from the baseline, like a football pass. And they've got these giant European guys catching them and dunking them. They're just like clowning on other teams. It was almost like Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals. They were just beating everybody. Even in the championship game, which got close, UConn pulled within 4 or 5 a couple of times in the second half, but you just kind of knew. You just kind of knew the whole time, like, Michigan's in control. When they want to slow this down, they will. When they want to speed it up, they will. So it wasn't like riveting action. But I am very happy with the result, so I'll take it.
Fair enough.
But if you didn't watch this year, you didn't miss much.
No, I definitely don't think we did. But hey, well done to your team. Proud of you guys. Yay.
It's College basketball is pretty low on people's barometer, but that's okay.
Yeah, college basketball. Now we're moving on. Baseball is back. I'm still wondering how this Tiger season is going to pan out. It's going in a very roller coaster type way. How are the Twins doing? I know that we are playing you. Yes, are we playing you at the
true?
minute?
I have watched one inning of one Twins baseball game this season so far. I'm just not
Currently,
ready for baseball yet.
Currently, as of recording, we are in a series with the Twins.
Yes.
In Minnesota.
And it's freezing. That's right. It's snowing.
The highs of each game have been in the 20s. And the Twins have won both of those games.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. Woo. That's my... Again, the Twins are fucking dead to me, which is probably why they'll somehow miraculously win the World Series here. I'm all in on my Mariners, who are playing absolute dog shit so far. So.
Again, I hate, it's such a cliche. Baseball's such a long season. It's too long. We should not have started yet, and it should not go past football season. We need to go from 162 games. I would go down to like 140, 130. I would cut a huge chunk off of it, get out of the way of football, and wait till it's actually warm to play.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can't really do that because of, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get political, but because of climate change and how that's all rolling out, because it used to get warm in March, and now it genuinely doesn't get warm until May. It's not consistently warm until May.
It's warm in March in plenty of places where baseball, but for whatever reason, Major League Baseball says, well, we don't care. Detroit's playing 6 home series in fucking April, and that's just how it's going to be. Like, make them play all the games in Texas and Florida till it gets warmer. Then, come July, when nobody wants to play in fucking Texas, move them up to the fucking Midwest where they can enjoy the sunshine and it's not 150 degrees. This isn't hard.
No, I totally agree with that. I hate to give a compliment to the corporate powers at B, but Detroit has one of the probably top 10 opening day celebrations in the country. It's probably Cincinnati's number one, maybe the Red Sox. There's a few other really notable cities that really kill opening day. Detroit's one of them. And a few years ago, the MLB started, or at least the Tigers, or however they collectively bargain, Detroit starts on the road now every year, and our home opener is always a Friday. So it's, we used to be the opening game. It's March 24th. It's a Tuesday afternoon, but we're Detroiters, so we're still just out in the parking lots drunk as shit, like, happy spring. The boys of summer are here. So I will say that they have thrown us a bone and pushed it a little bit, but it's not baseball weather yet here.
No, it's not. And if, like the Minnesota Twins, it didn't used to matter that, it's snowing, because there was a fucking dome over the ballpark. It made sense. And then they built this beautiful stadium, and it's lovely when you go there on a summer day where it's not raining and not snowing, but that doesn't happen till fucking June. So
baseball's an outdoor sport too.
It is.
The only place I really will allow the dome is in like Florida, where it rains every 20 minutes every day. Because then we would never finish a game. And the first thing we want to do is finish a Rays game. Get that shit over with. So I'm fine with like Florida, places that rain all the time. Go ahead, put on a dome. But everywhere else, take the top off.
2 words, retractable roof. Like, we want any clear day, we want to enjoy the sunshine. Now, we also don't want to have to not play a game because of fucking rain or snow. So in the event it does rain, then we put the roof on and we play the game anyway. Because otherwise, now, just imagine, it's Wednesday, it's supposed to be a day game. I started drinking at 6 a.m. I'm fucking standing there in Minneapolis, ordering my 15th drink. I'm about to go to the Twins game and find out there's a fucking rain delay.
I was going to say, I thought you found out it's Tuesday.
Yeah. Also, has happened. What a horrible situation.
Yeah.
Why can't, I mean, they need to figure out how to
No,
resolve
I love
this.
the retractable roof. One of the things I wish that Detroit had for the Lions, I wish we had a retractable roof. I wish that we could, like, if like a Southern team was coming up, like, fuck it, open the roof.
Yes.
Cold weather game.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah,
go. You guys want to play? You want to come up from Miami? Let's play ball.
I know Green Bay and the Bears are like. Why do they get that luxury?
Well, the
Offering
the
them
Bears
in
are
the-
moving, and they're
don't
going
get
to
it.
be in a
Take
dome.
advantage
I
of
can
it.
guarantee it.
Fuck's sake, the fucking Bears. What about that drama? My God. So what? So they're talking about Indianapolis, right? Or
No,
staying in
no.
Chicago?
It's a town in Indiana, just not on the other side of the.
Is it
border.
Gary? Are they moving to Gary?
Like close.
Close to Gary, Indiana.
They
And
don't
then-
get to be Chicago Bears anymore. They have to change their name. It's bullshit. Absolutely.
Do you think so? Will they have? They won't have to change their name.
No, they'll still call themselves
No,
Chicago
they're.
Bears.
I mean, they're one of the, the 5 or 6 most iconic franchises in the
Well, that's
NFL.
what I'm saying is why would they make that mistake? But all right.
Well, I don't. I think that it's obviously it's political with the city of Chicago, but I mean, I think that like Soldier Field, in my opinion, I hold almost in like it's like Lambeau. It's like Arrowhead. It's one of the iconic stadiums in the country.
It was until they redid it, and now it looks like absolute dog shit. It looked like some drunk alien landed on top of what was once fucking hallowed ground.
The area, the historic area of it that has the columns still is still very nice. But yeah, you're right. It does look like there's a fucking spaceship sitting on top of it.
But the problem too with the NFL now, if you're building a new stadium, they basically require a dome. Like that has to have a roof because people don't want to be uncomfortable. And if you don't, no Super Bowl for you. Like you will not be eligible to host a Super Bowl, and your city will lose out on that because you didn't put a roof on. It's fucking stupid. Now the reason I hate the NFL, but it's not going to stop me from watching every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day they fucking put it
Every
on.
day of the week.
It's a fucking drug.
They should make it an 82-game NFL schedule season and 82-game baseball. And then just basically when football ends,
There'd be no players left. There would be nobody left. Just skeletons and
you just have to
dead
add
bodies.
100 more players to the team. It's fine.
I think everybody in the NFL and everybody in Major League Baseball should have to play both sports.
Ooh,
You just
Bo
play all
Jackson.
year long.
And you're stuck to the city. Like Detroit, you have to be a
Yeah,
Tiger.
no, that's it. Yeah, no, it's time. You gotta in Detroit. Baseball season's over. Walk across the street. Put your pads on. Let's go.
That's right. Sorry, Pudge Rodriguez. We know that you've been hitting hot, but you know what? Football season's about to start. We got to rest you for a couple of games. We got to get your legs ready to get you back. to football mode.
185-pound shortstop out there, just getting killed.
And now some of them aren't too bright either. They might forget what game they're playing. All of a sudden, they're tackling the fielder so he can't catch that pop fly.
If your wives and girlfriends are going to be that hot, you got to work for it. I need you working more than 17 weeks a year, okay?
I do think that this is an idea that we should save for a future podcast, which, Justin, I think you have already brought to our attention of merging sports that already exist. And
Better than the hybrid sport. This is like, no, you play both now.
Listen, if Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders can do it, well, you probably can't, but we're going to make you try.
The fun is making you try. Oh my God. Yeah. Now you've got Matthew Stafford he's got a rope, right? He's got a rocket.
Yeah.
Here's a baseball.
I can see it. Throwing weird sidearm fastballs.
Pat Mahomes played baseball.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray was like an MLB prospect. You got all kinds of guys.
Great.
Michael Jordan was like one of the first weirdos that like stepped out
Bo
to
Jackson
try to make it big in
was the
MLB.
first one to do it.
And
But
beyond.
he's like an alien. His ship is still on top of the Bears stadium, to be honest. He was able to do both just amazing. He was able to play football and baseball at a just high level in both. Deion Sanders, then primetime Deion, was able to do both at a very high level. And Michael Jordan tried to go from basketball to play for the White Sox. And, I mean, knowing the White Sox, he actually probably could have made the team, but it didn't really work out.
They did
And
say
so
he was kind of getting his sea legs. Like he was kind of coming around starting to figure it out. And if he had stuck with it,
Yeah.
he might have actually pulled it off. But he decided to play basketball instead or do more Space Jam movies.
Better that way. Joe Burrow played baseball. Wasn't he better at baseball and then like all of a sudden went into football?
Joe
somehow,
Burrow,
some
actually,
way?
he is a two-sport athlete right now. He spends half the time on the football field and the other half in the hospital.
Oh. It's very true.
It was bad. It was bad, but it worked.
You're not wrong.
Let's go. Cool. Let's go.
Fucking sunglasses on. Nailed it.
It's fucking springtime in the D. April in the D.
Yeah, baby.
Right, I wanna bring attention to something that Justin wanted to share with us and kind of touch base on. As I'm very curious actually about Tom's opinion on all this as well. I'm gonna read this verbatim from what you sent. The Buffalo Bills
I would
barely.
like first, hold on,
Yes.
before you start
Oh.
this, I would like to give a shout out to podcast P1 listener Doug, who shared this information with me and said, I think you will have some fun with this.
I love Doug. Right.
Come
Is this
on.
gonna go into Justin's wise words of wisdom?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh, all right. This is just something to talk about. All right, fair. So, the Buffalo Bills barely lost a game in 1970 by missing on a bad pass for a touchdown. That loss allowed them to get the first pick in the draft, O.J. Simpson. O.J. stays in Buffalo for a while, meets his wife, then allegedly kills her. Then he hires Robert Kardashian to be his lawyer. They win the case, making the Kardashians somewhat famous. Then Kim drops the sex tape and becomes famous. So basically, the 1970 Buffalo Bills are the reason we have to deal with the Kardashians today. Because if they had won that game, they wouldn't have had the first round pick. So OJ never would have met Nicole and thus never had the chance to allegedly kill her, preventing the entire Kardashian family from ever being even a sliver of a subject in modern culture. Damn you, Buffalo Bills. Damn you.
I like how you use alleged when, like, it's
Alleged.
pretty, I think the jury's out on that. No, we've all agreed. Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, he did it. Opinions.
We've touched on, before we continue, we've touched on Epstein files, global warming, and the OJ case. And we're 25 minutes into the show. We are ripping and roaring today.
We're trying to stay relevant.
Telling
We're
you.
trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, it's the Buffalo Bills butterfly effect, and it fucking sucks. I know both of you are big Bills fans, and I was for a brief moment on board with Bills Mafia, with Josh Allen, but now that I look back, fuck the Bills. That franchise needs to be sent to Gary, Indiana, to fucking just die.
Yeah, listen, it checks out. And as a very anti-Kardashian person, it's not good. It's not good. Doesn't look good for the Bills. Nothing looks good for the
Why are we so anti-Kardashian?
Here's Mike. I'll answer your question with a question. Why does every young girl now look like a Kardashian? Like nobody looks
I
different. Like they're all the same.
I agree. I was just wondering today, as I'm obsessed with the show Married at First Sight Australia, right? And when these dating shows come out, Love is Blind is another prime example. The fad of getting lip injections, of getting these cheekbones bigger, of getting this insert of below your cheekbone, make it go away. I don't understand the plasticness that has been making its way around the world, and I don't understand why it's becoming such a fad more than it ever has been.
I mean,
and you're right.
I think a big percentage is the Kardashians. And they made, after the show, after the sex tape, that came first. Let's go in order. After the sex tape, after the show, aren't two of them billionaires from like lip injection products? And it's just morphed everybody into, I need to look like this and act like this and be dramatic like this. Like, I don't know.
But the sad part is nobody else has that kind of money to be able to get the kind of plastic surgery that they have gotten. And so they're getting this plastic surgery that ends up just looking like they injected cement into their faces. And some of them are getting cement injected into their asses.
The only reason that any of that ever began is because one cum dumpster got raw dogged on a tape and distributed. What? It's true.
That's
and
the title of the episode right there.
And That started that family down a path of fame and fortune. And now you have young people all over the world wanting to be like that. I mean, the example that has been set. And now it's like, oh, I want to be famous like the Kardashians, who have no qualities that make them spectacular other than their dad had money and they are able to make themselves look different than they actually are. They're not smart. They're not witty. They're not funny. They're not good athletes. They've contributed nothing to society except ruin society and ruin. I mean, the definition of, well, I would be famous like the Kardashians. People's self-worth, children's self-worth and self-importance is so fucking pathetic right now. People, they just scream and beg to be paid attention to, even though they have no features or qualities that would warrant that kind of attention. And it's all because, oh yeah, I'll just let him throw it in my ass and fucking pound me down on a fucking video. And then we'll send it to him. We'll distribute it to everyone. It's like, I'm a hoe. I'm a whore, but now I'm a multi-billionaire.
But you could even and back in the day, like Paris Hilton had the sex tape, but then she just was like, okay, I'm going to go party. Bye. Like,
Bye.
the Kardashians turned it into a like mega corporation thing. Like,
an empire.
There's nothing wrong with getting a little thrown down. Good. Hey, that's great. Everybody.
But can't you say that there's a bit of smarts in that to be able to make what they made off of that alone?
I think so. Yeah, listen. I'll play devil's advocate and agree with you there. That but I also think you can make a lot of money selling drugs. Is that good?
Yeah.
Like
fair.
I mean,
fair.
Adolf Hitler had some really clever ideas. He was really good at manipulating the population. So, you know what? That's okay. Because wasn't it smart? Wasn't it smart how he turned his people against a whole race? Wasn't that smart? Yeah.
Yeah, add Holocaust to the list of hot button political topics we've hit today on a podcast called Sweatsocks.
The keywords that people are searching right now, trust me, in this day and age, like, we're going to show up in their search engine, in their feed.
This is how we should be doing every episode, I think. We should be slipping these little nuggets in.
Fuck a top.
Yeah, that's right. Kim Kardashian is basically Adolf Hitler. I see. It's a bigger ass and fake lips. Actually, I would imagine that if she didn't get that wax, she would have a little mustache. It would probably be Hitler-esque.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, that's their ethnicity. They're a little furry, but that'd be okay. Like they'd still be really beautiful women. To be very true. Like,
not still, they would be beautiful. If
yeah,
they
fair. Yeah, right. They would be beautiful. Like, you didn't need to do all that. Like, even have you guys seen the new pictures of Megan Fox?
No,
but
but
I would like
I'm gonna.
So look at what Megan Fox looks like now, and then look at the picture of Megan Fox in the first Transformers movie, fixing the car. Justin, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like, she was the hottest person on the planet in that photo.
Oh, it wasn't even close. It was.
Yeah.
Oh. And then you start down the path. It's like the dark side of the Force.
Yeah, and it's like,
Start down that path, and forever will it dominate your destiny. There's no going back. You just have to add more and more and more.
Megan, you were good. You don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
wasn't
very
she
true.
like? But her life choices. Wasn't she letting like Brian Austin Green fuck her for a while? Now it's Machine Gun Kelly. Are you kidding me? Like, clearly she has made a lot of poor choices in her life.
Not to be a like Machine Gun Kelly defender, but he's like sobered up. He's still releasing bad music, but he's like out there being a girl dad, and he's still like a goofball. But like, it wasn't. I don't think it was. I think she's making worse choices than he is. But anyway, I'm not here to just attack Megan Fox or women.
I wouldn't attack Megan Fox if she looked like she did in the Transformers movie. Now I want to attack Megan Fox, and I have no interest in her anymore, which is good because I could never be wiener cousins with Machine Gun Kelly. So
I fainted in the theater when she got out of that car to fix that. And she popped the hood open, bent over to fix that car in the first Transformers movie. I fainted. I had to go back again to see if the Autobots won. I mean, I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure she was one of my first like female sexual awakenings of my life. I'm almost positive of that because of that film. I mean, how could anybody who is human and saw her knew how beautiful she was coming out of that?
Well, I was
car.
only half human because I Autobot. Something transformed in my pants when that happened.
Books.
Stupid.
I think this leads us directly into Justin's wise words of wisdom.
I don't know if I have any wise words of wisdom other than that.
I think it gets wiser. That was awesome.
You think it gets at this point? Do you think I have any credibility as a wise person? I don't know about that. I will give a tip of the cap, K, to your guy, Kirk Cousins, quarterback for now the Las Vegas Raiders. I would like to bring up a wise word of wisdom that apparently, being a horseshit quarterback who's just barely, slightly, kind of good enough to get by, is the key to Kardashianing, if that's a word, the NFL. Kirk
I was just going to say, he's pretty much doing a Kardashian, isn't he? Well done on
he's
him.
a little plastic surgery away from that. So he has signed a contract with the Las Vegas Raiders, $20 million for the year, guaranteed money. So that is 11 consecutive seasons. Kirk getting fully guaranteed money. He was the first guy in the NFL to do that. I remember when my Minnesota Vikings were so fucking desperate, they were just one quarterback away, that they gave Kirk Cousins a crazy guaranteed contract. Never been done before in the NFL, but he was a trailblazer. He led the way for others behind him. And with that amazing contract, and with every contract that's been guaranteed since, Kirk Cousins has managed to win one playoff game. But in that career, he has earned $341 million playing in the NFL. Only two players have earned more money in their careers than Kirk Cousins: Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. Wow. Next on the list, right behind Kirk Cousins, Tom Brady and Russell Wilson. Do you know what those other four names have that Kirk Cousins
One
does?
of these things is not like the other.
Fucking Super Bowl. So the Vikings paid him like a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. And instead, they did with the Vikings too. So this all goes back to fuck the Vikings, fuck Kirk Cousins, fuck Kim Kardashian, and definitely, we need to get Kay into that Princess Jasmine costume before the next episode.
Thanks for joining Sweatsocks and All That Sauce with Justin K and Tom. You can watch the show on YouTube. Follow us on socials at SweatsocksPod. And if you want to chime in, feel free to send us an email at sweatsockspodcast@gmail.com. Until next time.
It's about to get warm. Stay sweaty.
Ew.